Hello, good morning, students. I am R.N. Jha from Mahatma Gandhi Shikshan Sansthan, Darbhanga. Today, I am going to teach you physics of class 9. Dear students, it is the second chapter, Force and Laws of Motion. The topic for today is Law of Momentum. Dear students, in the previous video, we learnt about momentum. What is momentum? Momentum is equal to mass and velocity. Mass into velocity, that is equal to momentum. Now, the law of momentum. What does it say? The law is the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the force, and this change takes place in the direction of force applied. Dear students, the rate of change of momentum. What is its meaning? Already you know, whenever an external force is applied on an object, its velocity changes. Suppose the force is applied on the object and that force is supporting force. Its velocity increases. As the velocity increases, its momentum will increase. Opposite to it, when the force applied is opposing force, due to this opposing force, the velocity of object decreases, and therefore the momentum of the object will decrease, because in both the cases mass of the same object does not change. That is the change in momentum. Now, the one word is added here, the rate. What is its meaning? Rate of change of momentum, its meaning is change in momentum in unit time. Change in momentum in unit time. Now, the next part is directly proportional to the force. Means this rate of change of momentum means change in momentum in unit time, that is directly proportional to the force applied. Now, the last part of this law says this change means the rate of change of momentum, that is the change, takes place in the direction of force applied. The rate of change of momentum will be in the direction of force applied. In what direction you apply force, the rate of change of momentum will take place in that direction. This law says. Now, dear students, you know from the first law of motion, that is law of inertia, we get the definition of force as law of inertia. In that inertia, that is inertia due to rest or inertia of rest, inertia of motion, inertia of direction, all those can be changed by applying force. From first law of motion we get, and from this second law of motion, that is law of momentum, from this law we get the magnitude of the force. Means what is the amount of force applied on the object. Now, for that, how can we find the magnitude of force? Magnitude of force, that is equal to mass of the object into acceleration of the object. Means symbolically if you write, then F equal to ma. F, that is magnitude of the force, m, that is the mass of the object, a, acceleration of the object. Dear students, this formula F equal to m into a, we derive it from law of momentum, that is the second law of motion. In the next video, we will discuss and derive this formula F equal to m into a. Here, now from this relation, we may find its SI unit. What is the SI unit of force? Dear students, you know force is equal to mass into acceleration. The SI unit of mass is kg and the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. If you multiply them, it is equal to kg meter per second square. From this formula we get. Dear students, already you know all these laws of motion, they are related with force, and it is done by ever great scientist Sir Isaac Newton. So, in regard of him, we call the SI unit of force Newton, and it is denoted by N, capital N. Means you may write the SI unit of force kg meter per second square. It can be derived from the relation F equal to ma, and since in regard of Sir Isaac Newton, we say it Newton, that is denoted by capital N. Again, I say you the relation F equal to m into a, we will discuss, we will derive in the next video. Till then, remember it, F equal to m into a. Thank you, students. Again, we will meet in the next video. Thank you.